Alright, go fucking live, you serious? Yeah, there you go, cuz. There we go. Let's go back. So we're live right here, right now, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. At the moment, I'm just gonna wait for a couple of people just to enter the chat. Then we'll get started with the show. So much something to eat, guys. Chat's working so far. Just wait a few. It's not.
Apparently, she's been apparently Tanya's got the shits because her and Betty have been looking at all her posts and that. And I noticed on Rebel Park, because I go on Rebel Park's one. Actually, I would change the password and so that fucking crazy to get it out of it. And on the post kind of put something about, if you're going to look at my post, like, have the guts to fucking say, like, why or something. So obviously she didn't like the thing. Yeah. Honestly, is there anyone that actually likes it? You know, I told my sister-in-law about that the other day. I was like, she goes, my sister goes, how come Danny left like a little bit earlier? And I said, remember what I told you about the thing on the car?
Hmm. Sorry if you hear my eating sounds and that. If I don't get enough views and this and that, I have to continue after eating. I shall wait for a person they want to come along. But if they don't come along, then yeah, I'll get started here. I'll just change to episode 1 just quickly, so that everyone doesn't have an odd title. Episode 1. There you go. I'll see. I'll think about like putting the. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put in the description, but I'll think about it. Even though it's pretty unorganized. Yeah. Nick from Australia's uploaded. Hope he comes past in that. Um, but yeah, I'm just waiting for anyone else to should come up here. But if I finish it and no one's gonna come in, then I'm just gonna start the show. Just without no fans because yeah. Someone disliked it. Just going with others as well. Apologies for me for eating. Rude, really, not. Alright then, you know what, I'm just gonna start with that. Other than that, alright. Alright, gonna get started anyway. Alright, okay. So, um, so my first topic here is that we're obviously going to talk about the State of Origin series this week, the game one at Adelaide Oval between like as I said showing it on our website. I have seen the team list. Nathan Cleary is in. There's a contest between Goverson and James Tedesco, and also with the props of June Paulo. Cody Walker's in, which basically it's the usual bunch as Brad Fittler has been using for the last two years or 3 years from now. Um, but yeah, it's been kind of the same thing as like with a couple like shockers with Goverson, Polo, and also potentially Nathan Brown coming in, which I think is pretty much a shock. But yeah, well, geez, the Queensland Maroons jersey actually looks pretty decent. Actually, it's pretty cultural. Well, um, I did well. I have well. I didn't expect the Queensland to change the jersey. I thought it was gonna be the same, but damn, this is pretty cultural. Just yeah. Alex and Brisbane up against James Tedesco. Actually, goes up against Daniel Tupou. Like, like, like as I said, man, like when like the Queensland team is not bad with Branko Lee, Dane Gagai has been alright, Philip Simmons has been alright, Cam Munster's been pretty decent. Yeah, Cherry Evans hasn't been that great. I mean, he's been good, but not great. Yeah. Christian Walt's been good. Jake Frennan, like he's the best. I've been so the best for the Roosters. Josh Parley, it's been alright. Confusy's been okay. Cohen Hess has been good. Tina for I won't pronounce his last name. He's been great as well. Ben Hunt. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure why they have named Ben Hunt in the squad. I think it's a bit odd because I mean he did some decent plays for the Dragons, but overall I don't really. I mean that's pretty much the only good Queensland teams you have. Yeah, I mean Jay Arrows is decent. Joe Shua, um, and running in the reserves, and there's Nathan Brown and Zach Lomax. There's no surprise. Real Cameron Gillard is in the side. Cameron McInnes. But yeah, in the interchange compared to Queensland, Angus Crichton, Cameron Murray, um, well, Payne Haas named. That's pretty surprising. He hasn't been a great player for the Broncos in my opinion. I'm not sure why he's in there. I think doesn't Katoni Staggs was born in New South Wales? Because if he was, then how come like Katone Staggs not in here? Which it's kind of surprising. And Stephen Crichton's not in here. Um, yeah, there's no Curry up against Daly Trevor Evans. Cameron's up against Luke Keary. Luke Keary has been off at the end of the season, but overall he's been pretty decent. I mean, both of these have been pretty decent. But I could say that Karen Monster had possibly a better season than Luke Keary. I mean, I don't want Eurus fans to be upset, but towards the end, after having a good run, Luke Keary, he just went off with it, which yeah it was kind of bad, but I think it was due to his injury when he first stormed the SG, and yeah. Other car, he's been absolutely brilliant up against Philip Sammy. I forgot Philip Sammy plays for Titans. Wow, that's such a pretty big, and that's actually a pretty big opportunity. Like come from a small club who everyone just shitting on, and now he's in playing Star Roger, which this is his dream come true for Philip Sammy. Jack Wyden. I'm not sure why he's named, but he's he's not he didn't really deserve that. We all know that he doesn't deserve the Medallion award. I mean, he's been look. Not saying shit. He's been pretty high average, but he has been the same level as what Gutherson or Cameron Smith or Cleary. Um, and yeah, Gutherson. Yes, he's in the centres. That's interesting. I don't know why they put Govers in the centres. That's a pretty odd position for him, but I think in the past I don't know. I like he has played centre for Parramatta, but I reckon he'll play. To be honest, I'm not. I'm just a bit worried about him playing centres because like he this is his first ever time playing for New South Wales, and he's been having so much experience in fullback instead of centres. I think he played in the centres in 2017, I believe, when we had Bevan French on fullback for the Eels, and then obviously we put Govs in fullback because Bevan French left because he kept on getting dragged back in fullback, and yeah, right now it's just that um it's that I can't like I don't know like I just really worry about Govson, but I really want Govson to do well as well. And I'm so yeah, isn't Junior Polo in here? I presume. Yes, he is in here. Forwards, yes. Proper Junior Polo. Proper the year. I don't know why he didn't get it. Oh, I just real Junior Polo's up against Josh Papali. Damn. So he's up against a Dalian Award winner, which Junior Polo, which he's a real Dalian. He's a real proper of the year. Damn, it's going to be a good rivalry between these two because Junior Polo is going to have revenge after he's still his Dalian or of like proper of the year, and boy, it's going to be a really insane battle between these two props. I can't wait. Wow, and this is going to be first ever time at Adelaide Oval. So some people like my mum was saying that why is that Adelaide Oval? Well, because they're doing it in Victoria, and like since everyone wants to in Victoria, it's a pretty good opportunity to be able to do it there. And so it's also a very good time during to this pandemic in Victoria at the moment. Even though I think the borders may open, but they're not going to open for another 2 weeks, which means that's the like stay Roger would have been like finished from there. But yeah. Um, but it's at 8:10 p.m. The growing conditions are not announced yet. I think that the Blues are gonna come here, but actually looking at the squad, there's something that makes me think that a lot of people are down in the Queenslanders, but I'm telling you right now, they have a pretty they have a pretty good squad. I won't say it's the best squad like the Hall of Fame pretty good, but they got a lot of like youngsters in here, but like there's a lot of like high experience like players like Devin Cook has been experienced, Lloyd Corner's highly experienced. Jake Trbojevic in the squad. Wow, yeah yeah he yeah, he's been pretty. He's been a pretty good lead for the man and wing Seagulls. But like I mean that's pretty surprising after his team just gone for shit. But like I saw Jake Trbojevic just becoming a really good lead this year for the Seagulls when Paramount were were points down at half time at Brookie, and then Jake Trbojevic in the sheds just gave like a passionate speech to his team, and that's something that the Blues really needed in the game in that, and I just think that Jake Trbojevic is gonna have the good lead up with Locke, and also it's gonna be a really a good time for him, but with with all his stats like this year and compared to the lock of the year Isaiah Yo, I'm not sure why Isaiah Yo is not really in Origin. I mean he's a big fellow and I mean look he didn't of course he didn't play his best in the grand final, but over on the season maybe the grand final unfortunately just affected him and the parents said oh well, since that player's like bottled it, what's another lock? Brad Fiddler just picked, and he obviously just picked Jake Jabrovic, and I just think that's a pretty big surprise, and if you are a man of the wing Seagulls, you should be really proud because this man is so courageous and so passionate about leadership in rugby league, such as where he gave his speech to the Seagulls side and yeah, he's a he's a really decent player. It's just like a shame that Tom Jaroy was out, but obviously he had an injury. The Seagulls were a bunch of idiots of just letting him back up because like who knows they could have left him out and then he could have just instead of not only just trained for the next game he could just like be kept out for the whole rest of the season instead of just putting him out there risking for injury. He could have just been like training for the whole time just to get in the side, but unfortunately there have been other many fantastic players as well. And yeah, I just can't believe there's two Paramount Eels players in here like in Origin. Like I think like I can't name two players from my sport club who play for the Blues side in a long time. I mean, obviously, Sterlo will spell it, but like I don't really like really pay attention because like mostly in 2016, obviously Michael Jennings was playing for the Blues, and obviously Jennings well, he bottled it for the Blues, and we never talk about that again. But obviously, Blake Ferguson, also from the Eels, won the Blues the game. I didn't win it, but he actually gave like assist for Tedesco to win the game, and the Prime Eels Twitter page and like Instagram were saying this is a loving moment from Ferguson, and yeah, like once again we're getting our high quality players from the Eels to able to get Origin like two of them this is just I'm just absolutely just proud of these players like being named in. I'm just absolutely stoked for them. But I'm still worried about Govson being playing centers because I don't know when the last time playing centers. Like he wasn't that bad since 2017. Maybe it wasn't, but I'm not sure if he ever played center. But like I think well actually I don't think he did. I think he most played the wingers in 2017 I believe, and he was pretty good. But in centers, it's a pretty questionable questionable position to put him in, and but hey, he'll be good. He'll possibly be a good support for the wingers such as Daniel Tupou and um and Joshua Carr. Um, but yeah, it's been alright. Like Tyson Frizzell, I don't know why he's still been regularly named. I know he's been in the blue side for a couple of years, and I don't know why he's been named back in the orange side. It just really doesn't really make sense to me. Like he has done nothing for the Dragons this year, but hey, um, that's pretty much how it goes, man. But like I said, like these two have a lot of I wouldn't say Queensland have like well they do have a lot of ups, but they have but still have a lot of like position to fill in just for me. Like I'm not trying to be biased or anything. I'm just saying that the Blues squad for me is just still looking a bit too good for the Queensland side. But I still want to warn you. I think the Queensland side could potentially cause a shock because as you know, it's state of origin. Like both the states are going to represent the state proudly, no matter what. Um, like um, like I think I think we had like a bit of an off blue squad compared to what the Queensland squad was. I think in 2016 or something, or or in one of those years, like in 2016, 2015, or in those years. And and to be honest, we had an okay squad, but then a lot of people were saying, oh yeah, they got full quiz, and obviously they're going to win because they got great great English, Cam Smith, JT, and all that back in the day, and Cooper Cronk and Daly Cherry Evans when it was actually good. And yeah, everyone will like write us off and saying there's no way that the Blues is going to beat Cam Smith and Jay and all that. Like they're just it's just so good together. It's just so Queensland's so much so legendary with with those high quality players, and you can't say that the Blues of what they have. Oh yeah, they have Brett Morris, Paul Gallen, Josh Dugan, who else? I think I had Matt Moylan back then, I believe. Who else? They had who else did I have? They had who was it? There was something. Yeah, there was from the Sharks who moved on from the Titans. I think does he still play for the Titans? Lewis, I'm not sure. I haven't really heard from that much ever since he left the Sharks. But hey, yeah. Um, my prediction for New South Wales in the Queensland game at halftime is going to be for me, um, 16-0 to the Blues, and then at full time, I'm gonna fortunately say that it's going to be 6 points to 34, and obviously the winner's going to go to the Blues to win it by 34.6, and yeah, but like, okay, you know what? Maybe it could be 12 points to 34, but I mean, that's the type of like margin I'm gonna go with because I can't see the Queensland squad like be able to like squash the blue side down. I mean like Bradfield like, is a really good Origin coach in my opinion. He's much more better than Dora. His Who's the last New South Wales coach? Uh, Dora Laney. Forgot his name, but yeah, he's been yeah. Like funny story about Brad Fittler. He actually used to go to the same school as my mum. Near Penrith, I believe, a long time ago. And my mum used to like tell me that she used to see him running around in oval and this and that. And yeah, I was seeing like a podcast on you know the rules YouTube channel. If you have not seen it, here it is. Um, you know, there it is. It's right here. It was from Brad Fittler. I believe it was from here. Where was it? It was from um, yeah, it was from here.
then
And
you're in that position where you sort
I won't play it though because like I don't want to like get like copyright or anything. But yeah, I just want to check if the chat's working. That I'm gonna prank you. All right, cool, sick. Now is the chat's working here? It's not working for some weird reason. Um, yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, um, yeah, you do that, Paige. I'm just trying to get the chat on, but yeah, like Brad Fittler, uh, yeah, he's been like all right, with, no, there has not been any like problems with him in life at the moment, and yeah, I just think that Brad Fittler is like trying to trying to like find some questions with the players' injuries and that. But anyway, but anyway, as I said before, I can believe like he can do it for the third time straight. And I think in the future the the New South Wales Blues are gonna one day overtake Queensland's trophies, and basically the Blues are gonna have more trophies than Queensland. And then basically all the Queensland are gonna cry and they're all gonna whinge and all gonna say, who cares about a bunch of roaches, man? The bloody maroon toads, yeah, mate. We're the best in Queensland, mate. Where are you, bloody Blues? Roaches, disgusting jubbers. What are you doing, mate? But yeah, anyway, moving on for the next topic, we're going to talk about the Premier League, and we're going to have it out here. I think saw Man City just defeat the Sheffield United 1-0. And yeah, it was right here. Yeah, Man City were not on a good road. I mean, I know that they defeated my team Arsenal, as you may not know, I support Arsenal. Um, the versus Manchester United tomorrow at 3:30 a.m. I'll possibly watch that. Um, I'm not sure I'm gonna like live stream that because like obviously you guys got school tomorrow and this and that. I'm not sure if not much people will even like get up at the stage and watch it because like you know people got work and crap to do that at home tomorrow. But yeah, anyway, like as I said before, like Man City is like they're doing all right, and Chelsea just continued the the winning record at Turf Moor by just getting some right goals. Liverpool escaped a scare by I think with Mo Salah scoring a penalty when West Ham were 1-0 in front. As yeah um but looking at the table, I already knew that my team Arsenal. Well, shit. Well, oh shit. Well, damn right. Arsenal. Why the fuck are you behind Tottenham, man? Yep. And oh well, Everton lost the first game. Well, against who? Who they lost against to? They lost against the Southampton. Oh my god, that's embarrassing, man. And they're coming where? They're coming 10th. Wow, Southampton's coming 10th. Manchester United is coming 15th, and they freaking if you don't know about Manchester United, they freaking destroyed the team in the Champions League not that long ago. They smashed the RB Leipzig. They defeated they defeated PSG. They smashed Newcastle after they got absolutely just embarrassed by Tottenham. And it was a really poor start from Manchester United, like losing that. Like, and actually, that wasn't their first ever. What was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, bro. That was a like actually no, it wasn't. Sorry. Um, this was the first ever one. Yeah, and like starting with embarrassing loss against Crystal Palace with Zaha. Like I think he scored as well. Yeah, with Zaha scoring penalty and scoring at 85th minute, and it was the usual match tonight as the current situation with the club. It's kind of the same thing with Arsenal at the moment. But obviously they just defeated Brighton away by 3-2. They got absolutely embarrassed at home, and then they went away to smash Newcastle away. They defeated PSG away. They drew at home, but then they redeemed themselves. And bro, there were so many good goals. Like Marcus Rashford, substitute are brilliant there. Mason Greenwood, he's an absolute talented player. He's going to be a big star, big key for the Manchester United team this year. Martial is another great player, and like I saw the highlights of that, and and it kind of looked like the same Manchester United that they were in Champions League back in the early 2000s, and it was a really good performance from them, and boy the goals were pretty sharp, and RB Leipzig which I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. They haven't even showed any highlights from Red Bull Leipzig, and but anyway they're playing at home versus my team Arsenal. Arsenal's been pretty off as usual, as casual, because I don't really watch Arsenal much more, because I can surprisingly say, oh yeah, they're going to win, but watch them bottle it. Like, show right here, they lost at home. No, they lost away against Man City. Then they lost 1-0 at the Emirates, at the mother goddamn Emirates against Leicester City. Arsenal, for the last decade, has never ever lost against Leicester City at the Emirates, and they had to let freaking Jamie Vardy score 1-0 against them. Like, that's absolutely just embarrassing. Like, that's absolutely just embarrassing. Like, from Arsenal there, but like Arsenal has had so many worse situations, and also the situation with Stan Kroenke, obviously not ordering to leave the club, as he's also the owner of the LA Rams. If you guys don't watch NFL or that, and it's not so like us Arsenal fans recently seeing that he's a bad owner. So it's also like NFL and also other owners seeing like he's a bad owner, and he's an absolute just like a pedophile. I don't want to call names in that, but like obviously like this guy is so per evil, like Stan Kroenke, and I just want him out of my club. And what he's just doing to Arsenal, and also like just investing money on the LA Rams stadium. Even the LA Rams fans don't want him to invest in the same. And this is what we get back from him, like after saying we're gonna win trophies, which actually if you have not if you have I actually found the information on another Arsenal fan on YouTube, which um I'll show you right now. His name is Arsenal Realists. Um, his name here, Arsenal's Realists. Where is he? Yeah, here he is. Arsenal's Realists. Um, obviously, I know you guys are saying, well, what the heck? This guy is wearing an octopus mask because obviously he's talking like mad crap and that like to AFTV, and a lot of people may like see this guy as a weirdo, say like he's not a true fan, he's just an octopus face, but he actually says some true facts about Arsenal, and it's not saying that Stan Kroenke doesn't really want to win doesn't want to win trophies, which I watched the whole video, and yeah, it's just really disgusting of how not Stan Kroenke, but his whole family, like his whole family is just absolutely delusional. His son like after when we lost against Chelsea in the Europa League 4-1, they said that we're gonna make sure we're gonna have fans, we're gonna win it, and then pretty much after that, um we went down to who was it, Frankfurt, was it was it Frankfurt that we lost to in the rugby league first week finals, or was it second week finals? I'm not sure, but yeah, hang on. Wait, hang on. It wasn't Frankfurt. My bad. It was Olympiacos, and this is pretty odd because I remember like Oliver Giroud just scoring a hat trick against Olympiacos away. So why? So how come at home, like in the Europa League, not in Champions League, like that was only in Champions League, but in the Europa League, we're still losing. Like we're still decent. Man, okay, I'll be right back, guys. Thank you for letting me help you. Well, back, guys. Sorry about that. Hope you didn't. Hope you didn't like so to say your patient anything. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, when I was like getting back to okay, so Arsenal's realist was basically like a very like a very like good opinion talking to like the Arsenal's team. Obviously after rugby league like he started like calling out Arsenal fan TV, but he didn't really shit on them. He was like disagreeing with the opinion, and then like AFTV for that he was being like a like a like they seemed to, as like this guy with a with mask and see him as a disgraceful supporter, and seeing that he's not it's on the realist because he's not showing his mask, but obviously he doesn't really want to show his mask because like it's for his privacy reasons, and obviously like he really doesn't want to be anywhere sort of like between like the scenes and that. But obviously, like he's been going through depression lately and this and that. Trying to sort out this and that. Obviously, like he's like live stream 17 hours ago. I don't really watch him because I don't because I so I just because I don't like talking about Arsenal that much anymore because ever since that the rugby league lost to Chelsea, my hopes in my relationship will not only like will not only like just lost the loss from the rugby league in the final of Chelsea, but also the loss to Olympiacos. Just like at that moment with the rugby league, like that was a moment, and like we absolutely just bottled it once again. And like it's the same old thing every year. Like I'm just like, and I just told myself like I can't do this anymore. I just can't like I just can't like take notice of this team anymore. Just being good like. And to all like the other like Arsenal fans who've been like watching this team like around this night in those days, which I only got in the Premier League in like 2014. Like I think my dad was a long time Arsenal supporter and he got me into it. And yeah, like bro, it's like like when I when I saw like oh man it's going on like there's so much people like sort of fans say like they were ranting that, but like AFTV is like sending money off these rants. It's not, and like yeah, I think AFTV is absolutely like disgrace, just doing for YouTube money instead of the fan base, and yeah, with Claude and all that, just being a bunch of hypocrites and just not just they used to be real, but then they started like doing it for money and just like they tried to like block off some realist opinions which were true, but then Sony Arsenal TV who who was he? Where was he? Sony TV, forgot his name, but yeah yeah it was somewhere in there, and obviously he was saying that Arsenal realist doesn't really know everything about football. I mean look like Arsenal really is a realist Arsenal fan, but like you can't be like perfect. I mean obviously there's going to be some mistakes, but that to me doesn't really mean that they don't know nothing about football. It just means that some analysis, some football opinions they can somehow like have having a mistake, and they can somehow just make a mistake or just miss the understanding. I mean, like you can't really like just do that and that, but like a lot of people like to see like Arsenal really also such record. They seem like, as a Manchester United fan, and that's pretty surprising because like like they seem like giving up to other like supporters, but like I'm saying right now, like us really also like can't stand Liverpool as well, and I know that Manchester United can also not stand Liverpool as well, um but like but like he's just so like saying that oh the ass shit and all that, and it's also like real with other teams saying that oh yeah the other teams and this and that they're good but also pretty shit and nah it's also pretty good comedian as well. Um yeah. Um what else is there talked about? Also also there's also another thing I want to talk about. I think this week is going on. I'm not sure, but you guys may have like seen the Khabib fight in that. I obviously have not seen the Khabib fight, but if you have, Khabib just won against a guy. I'm not sure who it was, but I'll search him up right now. Khabib, um, Khabib, um, who who who, who did he knock out? He knocked out oh yeah, he knocked out Justin Gavi. Oh no, he won it. He won it by round two in the minute and 34 seconds, and he won it just by doing a submission, which you don't know that is basically like getting down and just basically like just trying to like lock his his legs up and just like basically just like stretch him out. Um, and you may not like notice like I obviously do like karate like martial arts and all that, and like I obviously know how to do like those different types of like submission when I'm doing like cutters and all of that, and yeah but 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 obviously in the MMA it's obviously like different. You obviously is like you gotta use your body more in this night, and it's also like not it's not like muscle and all that. I mean it's obviously like lightweight in that, and yeah, like Khabib like has been hated with by so many MMA fighters such as Conor McGregor. Like you obviously seen in 2018 when it was it was an epic fight, and McGregor was like trying to be funny, get out the beer, say, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, Khabib, you want one drink?" And then Khabib like responds, say, no, I don't drink. I don't. Sorry if my Russian accent's not very good, but yeah, he just could have said that I don't drink and I think that you're being stupid and that's and yeah he goes like Conor McGregor goes rambling on about how like Khabib is like so being a bitch and like comparing it to other fighters that I don't really remember what he said because I don't really watch MMA like in person but like I do watch like my cousins and all that are pretty big fans of the big fans of like of MMA, and like obviously that it's no joke to MMA. Like guys, like if you think like going up against a Russian, like talking all that shit, but seriously, like if you're talking that much shit, like not only against the Muslim, but also against the Russian, like you go and stand like McGregor's like Russian and let me tell you right now, Russians are not type of people to be messing around. Like like obviously you may know history about the Russian war of how like the army or that they were the second strongest army in the world. I mean obviously the Ottoman Empire were the strongest empire in the world, and like obviously I'm like half Turkish, but but obviously I love Russia, and and I love the Russian people there. So I mean, obviously there are a lot of gangsters, and there are a lot of like disruption behind like football slash soccer with the whole 2018 World Cup in Russia thing, which a lot of people say was crap, but like it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't that bad until like Griezmann was doing the freaking Fortnite dance when scoring a goal, which that was a bit cringe. I mean, but but other than that, obviously I was going for France because I actually tipped it for France to win the 2018 World Cup final, and they actually did. I didn't want to expect Croatia to to have a performance because where I'm from, obviously, I'm right. I'm actually right. I'm right near the Sydney United Sports Centre. If you don't know who Sydney United are, the team like right here. You may see them the National Premier League New South Wales men. Um, yeah, Sydney United 58, and yeah, they're obviously a big team in Denver Park, and obviously I live near the stadium, and yeah, like they're pretty, and I think they won the NPL this week, I believe. Yeah, I think they did against who was it? Yeah, it was up against the Rockdale Suns at, I think it was at Marconi Stadium, which if you don't know where that is, it's also near here. It's near Boston Park, and all that. And I think it was at Marconi Stadium, I believe, or where was it? I don't know where it was, but where was it? How many people got watching? Okay, so it was up against the Rockdale Suns. I think it was at the. Okay, obviously we're gonna like put it down. Yeah. Like I said, it did fine in the season. Like I don't really watch NPL this and that, but obviously like the City 958, they've been struggling to get the grand finals in that, and they obviously also been like a bit off with the attack and finishing that, but like they got in the end. They also defeated Western Wonders, which are my team in that, but yeah, is that there's actually been like a bit. There's actually been like few like I actually read a few issues with the FA Cup, like catching up with the NRL and AFL. In that, I think it's brought up here the A League going on the A League so far. News. It was somewhere in here that I read it here. Yeah, it says here how A League plans to fill a long void between its next two seasons. So obviously they've got the FFA Cup where it's been cancelled this year due to the coronavirus, and obviously like as I said before, like my team the Western Wanderers they have a decent run until at the end they somehow get smashed by Melbourne City because obviously they got what's his name again? Fuck. He used to play for the Brisbane Lions, but obviously I don't know his name. But yeah, yeah, the Western Sydney Wanderers have not been having a great run over the last over the last season of the Western Sydney Wanderers. No, for the FA Cup, but as you can tell, Adelaide United are the kings of the FFA Cup, and obviously they defeated I think they defeated Sydney FC, I believe. Oh no, I think it was Perth Glory, I believe. I'm not sure, but obviously they did well in that season, and yeah and it says here that the Herald can reveal the most likely scenario being discussed by A-League power brokers who are mapping out possibilities for what could happen at the end of 2021 and beyond. Senior clubs still say the A-League is facing an 8-month hiatus after next year's grand final, with the following season unlikely to begin until February 2022. The extended recess is a one-off consequence of moving to a winter season, but the void will be filled with other competitions to ensure A-League players remain active during most of that time. According to the plan favoured most by club executives, teams would be given a 2-month break in July and August 2021 before returning for pre-season training, with competitive matches to resume in September. With the FA Cup's round of 32, which will wrap up in December, which obviously will show matches trophy there. A change to the format of the FFA Cup is almost certain. FF Sheriff Executive James Johnson has previously expressed a desire to move to a group stage in the round of 32 to provide more national level matches for players. While FFA's XI principles document also forecasts a move to groups, and for the final to become the last match of the domestic football season each year. While some within the game believe a group stage would take away some of the romance of the FFA Cup by making it more difficult for National Premier League sides to progress, it is seen as a handy short-term solution to keep A-League teams active, particularly in a year where the Socceroos could be faced with a backlog of qualifiers for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, and players will need to be fit if called beyond. Well, that's a bit harsh. Yeah. An open draw instead of the current structure, which guarantees a semi-final berth for at least one non-A-League team, is also on the cards, as well as regionalising the early stage of the cup to ensure more derbies and minimising travel costs. Then during 2022, A-League teams will be involved in the pre-season tournament or League Cup before the season proper begins in February and ends up before the World Cup commences in November 2022, which that's a kind of bit off because I think that's kind of like a bit of a trial, which I think that's kind of going to do something with the Auckland Knights or something in there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see where whether that's going to organise the League Cup. Interesting. Or they're just like saying the League Cup as the FFA Cup or whatever's or whatever new cup or whatever new league they're gonna make. I mean obviously in the Champions League they're gonna make they're gonna remove the Champions League for some stupid reason. I think it's silly. They're gonna remain the Super League Cup, the Super Euro Cup, I believe they're gonna name it, and I just think it's a pretty gay decision. I just think it's just really stupid. And yeah, I just think that your UEFA with the season tickets with the referees like with all this match like it's just really stupid how UEFA have been acting for the last couple of years with this kind of these situations. Obviously you have to deal with a lot of racism with international football with England as well, and also with other Champions League football teams, and also Real Madrid as well. But I just think that UEFA has been losing a touch for the last couple of years, and it's just that name like naming it naming like the Champions League, so like Champions League, and just rename it as a Super European Cup or something, or Super Euro Cup, and that it's kind of like replacing it and just renaming it as as Davis Cup, which kind of sounds like a tennis cup tournament, which it's pretty soft and pretty pretty unmeasurable like term. Like honestly, I can't believe that UEFA is acting pretty stupid. But anyway, let's move on from that. The A League has not had an official preseason competition since the preseason Challenge Cup was discarded in 2009. While the year's FFA Cup was abandoned due to COVID-19, obviously They have a couple of specific included from the A-League's revised broadcast rights deal with Fox Sports, which expires at the end of July because it was reviewed as an ideal test run for a football specific streaming platform being planned by A-League clubs. FEMA details around the service are scarce, but sources believe it will serve a a pivotal role in connecting the A League with the grassroots by providing an all encompassing digital platform for the whole of the game. And obviously they're able to exercise more control over how rights are sold and opening up the possibility of deals with companies like Optus Sports, obviously, because obviously they also do highlights for the Premier League and the Champions League and Nations League and all of that. A move to winter is not officially set in stone for the A League, with extensive research being undertaken on the commercial impact before and definitive call is made. But while some clubs, particularly in AFL dominated Victoria, have reservation most key stakeholders within the sport believe there is more to be gained than lost by flipping the calendar and running the A League in tandem with grassroots competitions. And yeah, because like it's been mostly like had to reschedule the grand final at Banquets, and obviously with with so much people like pushing to put AFL and NRL together, obviously the broadcast and all that had to focus on those two competitions instead of the A League, which yeah, and that's basically what like made A League dead during this pandemic, which yeah, it's pretty much a bit of a downfall for them, or possibly a big downfall because I'm not because like let's be honest, like I mean obviously they're gonna get Macarthur FC, which it's a team not that far away from me. Actually, I mean it's a couple of kilometers. I think it's about like 20 something kilometers away from my house and that. But yeah, um, it's just that I think for the A League to also be good again, to be also good again, it's not also like broadcasting, but also like they need to add in like teams from the NPL. I know, I know teams like Bonnie Rick White Eagles, City United, um, 58 Parramatta Eagles. Oh yeah, well, we're not upset that the Parramatta Eagles are relegated. Um, who else? Uh, Olymp- Olympic City FC. McCain Stallions. I think still promoted. I believe. Who else? Manly United. Obviously, RPR deserves to be in the A League, but obviously we all know that one time in the FA Cup when they no the FFA Cup when they defeated Melbourne Victory at home, which it was probably one of the most famous shocks to be able to uh, to be resulted in the FFA Cup shocks of all time. And yeah, I just think that the A League need to add in like a second division system, and if they're just gonna add in like if they're just gonna if they just gonna keep like teams with this and that, I just think that A League is just gonna be dead. But I also seen, but also like I read the news of like the A League also having talks with the FFA commission in that, and they're also saying that hey look, possibly in 10 years or so. I actually know I think I'm not sure if it's going to be in 10 years. Due to this whole COVID, like we don't know, like in possibly like in 8 years, these NPL teams could be able to get in. It could be like it could be like further away, which is also a big danger for the A League because like like after this pandemic's gonna fully over, the A League it's gonna fully slowly come back in. It's gonna be pretty hard with the NRL, the AFL, cricket, what else? The NBL, what else? Rugby union, and yeah, it's just that the A League is just like it's not shining on, and for me, it's just pretty much just dying, and it's not how it used to be like in those days, like 2015, 16, or 2014, 15, like I'm talking about like the days of like I think the last time that the A League was actually good was possibly I think it was like 18 or 19 season, or possibly like 16 or 17 season in that. But other than that, like 17 or 18, 2018 to 19, and obviously this year has been like pretty much dead because obviously I can't because I can't like think of like because like, obviously like 2013 and 2012 and that wasn't a right season like 2013 2012 but also like 2000 but also like 2000 like 12 2013 season was like a really big year like not only because like it's also like NRL like how it used to be good back in the day and all that shit but also like it was also the debut of the Western Wanderers and like there was so many Wanderers fans like in my area that just disappointing them, and I just think that the Wanderers that like they're really like a rebuild because obviously like they've fallen from the greatest like justice of like winning the A League because obviously they've been in the grand final with LA United. I watched that and that was also heartbreaking how they just lost 3-1 and yeah um they got the grand final with Brisbane Roar. They obviously lost against them. Then we go in the bloody grand final with the Central Coast Mariners, and we still managed to lose against them. Even though the Mariners, for me, they are not a type of team to win the A League. Even though in the early days, yes, yes, I won't underestimate the history. The history's it's been quite well. Obviously with a couple of players coming through there. That, but obviously, like, um, yeah, is it, yeah, it's just that the Mariners, were like, were trying to survive, but then the Mariners obviously they came last because obviously the Mariners are shit. Like, like honestly, like they came from being the greatest to not being a shit. Like, I just don't understand like how you even go from the grand final pass to now to being shit. I mean I mean that's like the Western Wanderers these days. Like the Western Wanderers like had Mark Bridge, they had like uh Brendan Centerlab, they had uh Javarius Rishik. We had Castellan. He obviously went off to another club. It was pretty sad. Um, who else do we had? We had a pretty good goalie. I don't know what his name was, but he went to the Mariners, and obviously he did quite well. But like as I like as I said before, like the Wanderers and the Mariners and, tho- and those type of teams are the type of teams that they used to be good back in the day, but now just rocking comfortably in the bottom and all that. And all of a sudden, like Melbourne Victory are also like playing shit as well. I mean, like 20. I mean, this season's been possibly the worst ever season I've ever seen from from any Melbourne Victory side ever. Like this, like I don't like losing Honda. Another, I mean, there was so much hype of saying, "Oh, the Victory's going to win it because we got Honda," and that. Um, but but obviously, like it failed, and surprisingly, like Honda left, and I just like said to myself, "How the hell are Mel Victory going to win the competition when you're playing without Honda?" I mean, obviously he was a pretty decent striker for Melbourne Victory, and it was pretty dangerous in that. But obviously, yeah, Melbourne Victory fell hard when they got absolutely just embarrassed by humiliated by CNFC in the semi-finals, and that's actually the biggest loss that not only Melbourne Victory did against CNFC in the semi-finals, but also in the history of playing semi-finals in the A League. And yeah, but yeah, is there anything else? Is there any other things that I want to talk about sport this week, or that's pretty much it? Because like how long have we been going for? Because I know it's only 8. I want to like wrap it up quick. Okay, so we've been going on for about like an hour and 18 minutes. Um, and I know like a lot of you guys want to ask questions, or anything, but like if you are like still in the stream, then because as I can see, there's only about like one viewer here in the chat. But like if you are here, I'm gonna like right now just like continue like finishing my food, and I'll see if there's any questions here, and yeah, I'll just basically just just mute my mic so you don't hear me like eating my food, because it's extremely rude for me just leave me eating my food, and yeah, I'll get back to set. Finish my food, and I'll see if there's any questions here, and yeah, I'll just basically just just mute my mic so you don't hear me like eating my food, because it's extremely rude for me just leave me eating my food, and yeah, I'll get back to set. Oh shit, it's not working. Oh hey, SSS Storm fan. Do you want to like ask any questions? Because like I'm gonna like so like and the show here. Obviously I know that like you haven't you haven't seen the whole episode. I know you have missed out, but obviously yeah, I just want to like give you like a last couple minutes of what type of like sport discussion you want to like discuss with me before I go, because like this is the right time for anyone who's watching the stream right now to ask me questions about sport or say origin or anything this week, and yeah, I'll just be quiet and we'll see what we get from the chat here. Obviously I can't get up from here, which is not working for some weird reason, but next time I'll make sure I'll get it working. So yeah, just gonna keep quiet and see. Just gonna chat here. if there's any viewers in the chat, can you please like ask me questions for any sport content this week? Because this is the right time to do it right now, because obviously I'm gonna end the stream soon here. So like I want your questions to be here, and see what happens. Okay, okay. Um, we're gonna be okay. We'll give it a few. Okay, I'll give it about like 5 minutes. For anyone to ask me any last questions. About this week's sport of like Star Origin, Khabib Fight, or Premier League or A League, or like any type of sport you want to talk about in the show right now. Like a last question, please answer right now. In the next 5 minutes, because like that's the amount of time I'm gonna give you guys um the the opportunity to tell me those questions. But like if it's time's up, then we'll chat next week then. All right. All right. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna like wrap it up here, because like there's not so much people like in chat right now, and yeah. I'm just gonna cap it up right now. I hope you guys enjoy this show. If you are possibly not watching live stream, you can watch it on the replay on the live stream of me just talking everything. And sorry if it seemed like if you don't hear my voice like clearly. I just want to like I'm sorry if I was talking fast than that. I was pretty much trying to like talk and this and that, and I was trying to like get things all done and this and that. But I promise you, next Sunday I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it much earlier. I'm possibly gonna do it um at about like let's say about like 3:30. and we'll see how we go from there. But yeah, but anyway, guys, make sure you catch the national sports lead up every Sunday um on this channel. Every time we're gonna like live stream here. But like, if it doesn't work, like if we don't get like that much viewers next week, I like as like live streaming on 3:30 p.m. For National Sports Lead Up, like live streaming on Sunday. I'll make sure I think I'll like possibly just record it, so like live stream it, because like since there's not much people like watching it live, because like during during my live streams, there's not much people like watching my streams and that. But like yeah. Anyway, guys, this is gonna be like enough wrangling on. Hope you guys enjoy hope you guys enjoyed your week of like sport. Hope you guys enjoy State Rogen. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of the Premier League. What else? Any types of fights coming up, like the Mike Tyson, also the Rose Jones fight. This is not coming up. But yeah, anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been National Sports Live, and this is us, and this is my first ever episode of the National Sports Lead Up series. Take care.